Hey everybody, welcome to Kindred Rivalry. So this week I was supposed to do a punishment, but we had a bit of a
loss. Our cat died. As much as this channel is about gaming, it's also about family, and Bailey, our cat, who we just had to put down this week, is part of our family. And we just wanted to kind of spend a video talking about her and kind of just, you know, remembering her in a way that we wanted to.
So we got Bailey because our old cat died, and we didn't want Peaches to be lonely, so my mom wanted another cat. And so we found Bailey online.
Remember, she was in the basement of this person's house, and she did not like people. But I remember the lady telling us, like, oh, that's normal, she just doesn't like people at first, and then she warms up to you. Which...
she does.
To one person.
I couldn't say that she's like a nice lap cat who you can just love on. But she had a sweetness to her.
When she could trust you, she really loved you, and that's kind of something that both me and my brother experienced at one point, both living in the basement. The basement was kind of like her home. That was where she felt comfortable. And so Jared lived in the basement for the majority of his life, and that was with Bailey, and so he got really close to her. And then when he moved out and I moved into the basement, me and Bailey was kind of forced to be my friend.
Yeah, I remember the first week we had her, like, she basically hid behind our dryer for a while. And she wouldn't come out, so I just basically ignored her. I didn't give her any attention at all. And slowly she'd start to come out and like meow at me and tell me she wants water. And she has a weird thing about water, like she won't just drink it, like it has to be flowing and it has to be like from a faucet.
Then her new thing was her water bowl always has to be filled right to the brim, otherwise she won't drink it. And it has to be fresh, so I had to clean her water bowl and fill it up every single day. And if I was ever gone, she would go all the way upstairs across the entire house to my parents' bedroom and meow at them to get her fresh water.
Yeah, so eventually, like, once she saw that I wasn't going to bother her all the time, she eventually started coming towards me. And like, she'd come to you with when she wanted attention. It couldn't be the other way around. If you tried to force it on her, she'd run away. But when she wanted attention, like, she'd like force you to pay attention to her.
Yes. At 4 in the morning most of the time.
She'd come and pat you on the face, like trying to show you, like, pet me, pet me.
Yes.
Like she would literally do this.
Yes, she would.
Like to crawl down under the blanket and like hide in between your legs. But only for like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And then she'd get annoyed and want to get out again. Yeah, she was a weird cat. I don't think she was ever mean. It was just that she was scared. And I don't know why she was scared. It was the way she was. She was about 8 years old when we got her. We had her for about 10 years. We understood her as the way she was, not why she was. But I really appreciated Bailey. I mean, not everybody got to be as close to her as I got to be, and I really appreciate the time we got to spend together. And I mean, she was there for me during high school and like right after my mission, and those were some pretty lonely times for me. After like all my time away, like she'd be mad at me and not talk to me for a while, but then she'd get back used to me again. I just really appreciated having her there as a constant source of companionship when I was lonely.
And she was very sweet once she, like I said, trusted you. And I mean, even with me, when she eventually was like, okay, fine, I would go away on like a small trip, like for 4 days or something, and I'd come back and she would just be so clingy, and she would just be like, why did you leave me? I was so lonely. And it was so cute. And I just remember like she would just all night be right next to me and sleeping right next to me. And she always liked to sleep on my pillows, just like all my animals. And it drives me insane. But she loved the middle of the bed right there was her favorite spot.
Katie told me that she wasn't doing very well. And
I had noticed a huge change in her behavior, and I had been gone for like 4 days, so I don't know exactly when she started acting differently. I just know when I came back, she wasn't as needy as she usually is when I do go away, and so I was like, that's kind of odd. And then I had a friend come over, and she's visiting, and we like came downstairs to come play video games or something like that, and she could pet Bailey, which is something Bailey would never allow. Like Bailey, as soon as she sees somebody she does not know very well, she is gone. And I noticed that she was not moving. Like she just would lay in bed and let these people pet her, and she wasn't eating anymore. I had noticed I had filled up her entire bowl before I had left for my trip, and then I came back and it was still full, which is not normal for her because she usually eats quite a bit.
I was worried I wouldn't be able to get here soon enough to see her, because it's been about 6 months since the last time I was down here. I just really didn't want to miss her, seeing her alive. So I came down as fast as I could. We got her a little bit of strength back. She ate a little bit.
We had to spoon feed her.
Yeah, with the fork.
Because she's a princess.
And she's a fighter. Like I thought she was just going to live forever out of spite.
Right? Yeah.
Just continuing to grow hair.
And
forever.
throw up on our floors forever and ever.
It was time for her to go, and I'm just glad we got to be a part of her life.
It was probably one of our hardest decisions we had to make. I don't want to get sad.
She was the basement cat, and we're basement dwellers as well. I think the reason I love Bailey so much is because she reminds me kind of myself a little bit. I mean, it's not always easy to be close to people. They can be scary.
I think I just really loved that we had a connection of some sort, like, and it was special because she didn't really have that with many people. She didn't let many people close to her, so when you could get close to her, it was very special.
Exactly.
And you know, you felt like she trusted you fully, and that's just an awesome feeling to have. Just to kind of have her rely on you and know that she can come to you and just kind of be loved on. And I think that's what I loved her the most, was I was just like, you're just so cute sometimes. Even if you wake me up at 4 in the morning and poop on my bed. But she's a very sweet cat when she trusted you.
And I think a lot of people are that way. Just, you don't always get to know them, but once you do, they can be some of your favorite friends. And that's what Bailey was. She was our friend.
And our family.
I know this video isn't exactly what you're used to, but it's our channel, so we want to do what we want to do.
This is where we make our memories, and this is where we kind of just wanted to make a memory for her and just kind of remember her.
Appreciate what she did for us.
Exactly. We love her so much. Even if nobody else really liked her.
Yeah, I don't think our parents liked her much at all. She bit our mom the first day, and I think that was kind of the end of that.
My mom was like, the day we put her down, she's like, she bit me the first day we had her. We're just like, Mom!
You cornered her in the basement.
What do you expect? I'd fight you too. I guess the only thing left to say is thank you, Bailey, for being in our lives.
And we'll miss you.
And end the video before Katie cries.
You're gonna cry, I'm gonna cry.
Don't cry. Don't make that face.